morning. It's Friday. It's VE Day celebrations, or not. Celebrations of sort. Apparently it's a bank holiday as well, who knew? I will not lie to you today. I am struggling. I went to bed feeling low. I woke up feeling lower. But I am not going to concentrate on that. I have got up. I have got dressed. It was a struggle. Washed my hair. And I know it looks ridiculous in this top knot thing, but I just can't be bothered to cover it in hairspray today and backcomb it and do all that stuff. So top knot it is. I've even put makeup on. I think it's too dark on the eyelid. I've used this little, where is it? My avocado palette from Makeup Revolution, which I bought just at the very beginning of lockdown, and I half like it. I think it's quite a nice look for evening, maybe. I feel like it's not finished off, possibly, because I kind of lost interest halfway through. But hey, that's okay. Right, it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's how long it's taken me to get up and get going. I'm going to attempt to do some eBay stuff. I want to tidy out my cardigans and jumpers. Cardigans and jumpers. That's jumpers and cardigans even. That sounds better, doesn't it? Jumpers and cardigans weirdly sounds more correct than cardigans and jumpers. I do not know why. It's like lots of things we say in a certain way round, isn't it? Apples and bananas, not bananas and apples. Can't think of any other examples, but I'm sure there's loads. Right, on that waffly start, let's go and have some breakfast and get on with the day. There is definitely something to be said for faking it until you make it. Feeling a lot better for getting up and getting on with stuff. Just doing a few eBay drafts. I've done some emails. I've hoovered the landing. Just cracking on with things a little bit at a time. Really does help me. Right, I'm going to do a few more bits and pieces with eBay. Just nothing exciting, honestly. Just bits and pieces, tidying and sorting. I've got a wash on, so I'll have to sort that out in a minute and hang it. Just cracking on, little things at a time. Bored, boring, yeah, I know. I have this friend called Stephanie in America. We originally met through, well, I say met, we've only met once in real life. We originally met because we both wrote blogs, and she commented on my blog, I commented on her blog, and we sort of bonded through a love of reading, and we liked a lot of the same books, and we commented on each other's blogs and read each other's blogs, and eventually started emailing. And we met once. Stephanie lives in America. She's British, from somewhere up north. I'm not entirely sure where originally, but British York. I wanted to say Yorkshire. I know her parents-in-law lived near Harrogate, I think I'm right in saying. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. But she lives in America, in Colorado, and we met once in London. She was over in London for a week, and I went up to London just for the day, and we met and had lunch. We got on so well, and it was lovely to meet her in person. And that was, at least 6 years ago, I think. And we keep in touch by email. We probably only email maybe 3 or 4 times a year now. But she sends me, and I send her lovely newsy emails. It's almost like having a pen pal. Do you remember pen pals from the olden days? There is a point to all this conversation, telling you all this. And we'll get to it in a minute. But yeah, she feels like a pen pal now. She has a completely different life from mine. She's stay-at-home mum. She has 4 kids, and I think I'm right in saying they're just about all teenagers now. Her oldest daughter is studying at Edinburgh University. She's just finished her degree, and then her 3 boys, I think she has 1 at uni and 2 at senior school in the States. And she sends me these lovely long emails, but it's just so lovely to get an email from her. And whenever I get one, I savour it. I see her name in my inbox and I print it out, and I actually kept it for a day or so before I read it. I sat down with a cup of coffee and really took my time over reading it and really enjoyed it. It was lovely. and I'm just about to write back to her. I got that one at the beginning of this week, so I'm going to write back to her with all my news, such as it is in lockdown. But it always makes me smile when I have a message from Stephanie in my inbox. It's lovely. Anyway, it's now time to drag out all my cardigans and jumpers. Jumpers and cardigans. Still don't know why I'm saying it in that order. So I keep them. That's me. Jumpers are up here. In fact, it's mixed up. That's cardigans as well now. And I was keeping them in these plastic boxes. There's one there. Meant to be jumpers at one end and cardigans at the other. They're all a bit mixed up. And whenever I kept them on the shelf, they always seem to get muddled up and messy. So I moved them into the plastic boxes with the thought that I can easily, sorry about that noise, I can easily reach the plastic boxes if I balance them on the lids and pull them in and out. Sorry about that. That's a horrible noise, isn't it? But as you can see, that hasn't worked either. Sorry about the appalling light now as well. So I think I'm going to go back to directly on the shelf. I'm going to drag them all out and see if there's any I want to get rid of and fold them all and make them look a bit more respectable. Right, it's all done. I've got 2 that I want to try on there to see if I still want them. 2 to definitely sell. And the rest are all... I've got a couple in the wash as well. Jumpers are now like that up there, which looks a lot better. And cardigans, I have gone back to the plastic box. See if I can make that work without making a huge mess of it. So yeah, that was a productive little 20-minute session. So I think it's probably time to go. It's 12:30 I think, so I'm going to go and answer this email from Stephanie and make a start on editing yesterday's video, I think. 2 big bags of new stock has arrived for eBay from my friend Heather. She's a lifesaver because I am running out, so that's really good. Right, it's just after 1. The sun's come out now. It's quite nice outside. I'm going to have a dig around in the fridge, see what I can find to eat for lunch, and have a little break, read my book, or possibly I think I should sit outside. I was going to watch an episode of Tiger King, but I've got the last episode I think I've got to watch. But I think it's not too nice for that. I think I'm going to sit outside. Leftover spaghetti from last night's dinner with some cherry tomatoes halved. My Kindle, glass of water, lovely view and sunshine. What could be nicer? It's about 3:30 and I have just spent the afternoon. I thought it would be fun to do a video. Do you remember? Shall I finish a sentence in a minute? Do you remember I bought a polka dot dress from eBay last winter that was $9.99 I think, or maybe even less than that, I can't remember, and I loved it so much I bought it in another colour, and I also gave you guys the link and lots of you bought it and loved it as well. There it is. That's the pink one. I also have it in blue there. It's a very lovely dress. I wore and wore and wore it last winter. It's actually quite thin, so you could wear it in the summer as well. But I just haven't worn it for a while because I haven't been anywhere nice to wear it. Anyway, I thought it would be fun to do a video a little bit like that, but trying out cheap clothes from eBay. So I've just placed an order for, I think, 8 different items, which has cost me £75, including postage. And I will make a whole video of trying them on, seeing if they're any good, seeing if they're laughably bad or what. So yeah, I don't know how long they'll take to come because they're coming from China, so it could be ages, but never mind. So that's a good job done. I've been meaning to do that all week. William's watching and listening to me from the kitchen. And I've also undone my big pile of clothes from Heather, which is great. It means I've got more stuff to list, which is good. There's a couple of little gems in there. Most of it, if I'm honest, most of it, would I have ordered it myself or picked it out myself? Absolutely not, no. But I didn't expect it to be stuff like that I would pick out myself. But it means I've got volume to list, which is good, rather than leaving my shop stagnant for ages, and there's certainly profit in it. I think there's I worked out it's cost me about £1.86 per item. There's a few that I won't list, so it works out to £1.86 an item, which is fine. There's definitely money there, so I need to go and find somewhere to put all that. And I've got to get all that laundry in that I just hung out on the balcony a little while ago. That's all drying nicely. Will's making me a cup of tea. And we've got family Zoom in a little while. We've got chicken fajitas for dinner, so I might go and cut up the veg for that. And yeah, it's been quite a productive, good Friday, really. Considering it's a bank holiday, I feel like I've done a lot of work, but it's about the only thing there is to do at the moment, isn't it? So, not complaining. Well, I thought I'd better have a little chat with you, because I've had to talk to you today. Oh God, the bloody battery light's flashing. Right, battery replaced. I am chopping up peppers, chicken and onions for chicken fajitas for dinner. Ashley's annoying me. He keeps saying, oh, just think, if we were still going on holiday, we'd be doing our packing now. We'd be getting really excited to be driving up to Gatwick, because we'd be going on Sunday. He's doing it sort of semi-tongue-in-cheek, but really doesn't help when you're trying to keep yourself on an even keel, and oh, just not good. How's everybody getting on with their spouses, other halves, partners during lockdown? I honestly thought Ashley and I would bicker way more than we have done. I think probably we've managed not to, because we both basically have our working days and keep away from each other. Ashley's spending a lot of time outside doing building work and stuff in the garden, and he's also got his own separate office. We are lucky with that, you know, that he's in when he needs to do his work stuff, and I'm keeping busy. So we see each other, you know, in the mornings as normal and in the evenings, and we pass by each other during the day, but certainly I don't feel like I'm cooped up with him all the time, so I think that's good. But yeah, I feel like we've got on a lot better than I was anticipating we would do. I haven't found that I'm being really massively irritated by anything he's doing. And same with William, really. I mean, Will could be a bit tidier, but I've sort of adjusted my expectations around that to avoid going mad, which has worked quite well. I haven't gone mad yet, which can only be a good thing, can't it? You know, like if he's got piles and piles of plates and cups and stuff in his room, it usually drives me demented. And if it gets too bad, I'll have a little word, and he will get it done, not straight away, but it's okay. Not too bad, really. He starts his exams next week. Well, the university are being quite stringent about, quite strict about their exams. They initially told them they were going to give them a 5%, can't remember, like disruption allowance for the exams because of everything that's happened. But last week they changed their mind and said they weren't going to do that, which I thought was a bit mean, to be honest. But hey ho, I suppose it's their prerogative, isn't it, if that's what they want to do. So he's got his first exam on Tuesday. So he's been studying quite hard for that. He said to me today that he feels like every day is just dragging and dragging and dragging at the moment. He's really struggling a bit with everything, I think, now, and he's really hoping that he's going to be able to go back to Bath to his student house, because his contract, he's got to collect some stuff anyway, because he didn't bring all his stuff back with him when he came home, because he couldn't fit it all in his car. And I think his contract runs till July on his house, so he'll definitely have to get back up there at some point before that, if only to get all his stuff out of the house and take it to his new house for next year. But I think he's hoping to get up there and be able to actually spend some time up there and see his friends and everything, which would be very nice for them, wouldn't it? I feel really sorry for young people. I feel so sorry for people, kids who have missed leaving primary school before they go to secondary school, and so much disruption into their little young lives, isn't it? Anyway, looking forward to chicken fajitas for dinner. I don't think we've had chicken fajitas since we've been in lockdown, actually. In fact, I'm pretty sure we haven't. I think Ashley was on about doing some nachos to go with this. Although you don't really need nachos with it, it's quite a big meal just by itself with the wraps and the dips and everything. We've got family Zoom at 6 o'clock with my parents and my brother and his family, so it'd be nice to catch up with them. Don't suppose anybody will have any exciting news, but it's always nice just to have a chat. We've got a Zoom catch up with friends for pre-dinner drinks tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Looking forward to that one as well. I don't think the weather's going to be great this weekend, although today it's turned out beautiful now, sun's shining, and it's very nice. And it's chicken fajita feast for dinner. We've got chicken fajita mixed with onions and peppers. We've got dips, we've got lettuce, we've got cheese, we've got wraps, and we've got nachos. Yum, yum, yum. At 9 o'clock, I think. Just watched the last episode of Tiger King, which was all a bit boring and anticlimactic. Have to say, considering there's been so much hype around Tiger King, didn't think it was as good as Making a Murderer. Anybody else got thoughts on that at all? I'd be interested to know. So now we've got to find something else to watch on Netflix. I'm thinking, well, not even on Netflix necessarily, but I thought we might watch, oh God, sorry. Oh, what's it called? Killing Eve. I think I might have said this already. I watched the first season and enjoyed it by myself, but Ashley hasn't seen any, and I think he would quite like it. Oh, I forgot to shut the windows earlier and it's really cold. So yeah, that's a possibility. Not enjoying the new season of Afterlife quite as much. Also might have said this already. Actually no, it was a conversation with someone. I forget whether I've had actual conversations with people or whether I've said stuff to the camera. It's my age, you know, very forgetful. Anyway, I am going to have a quick bath before I get into bed. Nice hot bath with some nice bath oil. And read my book, I think. Feeling tired tonight. Hopefully the weather's going to be nice again tomorrow as it's Saturday, so I'm going to switch off now, or finish off for the day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hope you've had a good day. Bye bye.